So I think I'm getting that itch again. You know, that one itch we all get from time to time. And no, I'm not talking about that one, you perverts. I'm talking about that new bike itch. Because I've been peeking. I've been peeking at VTX 1300s and 1800s. I even asked you guys what you thought. Should I sell the Katana and see what I can do about getting a bigger cruiser? Should I sell the Shadow here and maybe buy a bigger cruiser? And I got to thinking, do I even really need a bigger motorcycle? Do I need a bigger cruiser? What would be the point? What would be the point to get rid of, say, the Shadow and buy a VTX 1300? Or the Katana and buy a 1300? Because if you guys watch the channel enough, you guys know that every now and then I start thinking about a different motorcycle. And because it's me, it's when I start overthinking. And that's one of the reasons we're out here on the Shadow today, is to convince myself that I don't need a bigger cruiser. Because I typically ride by myself, so thinking about it, like, a bigger cruiser would be great if I had a passenger. Which we may or may not have. I mean, that's a whole other story. You guys aren't here to listen to me talk about my life. You're here to listen to me talk about motorcycles. Because when I asked you guys what you thought, nearly half of you, so when I asked you guys what you want, like, a good chunk of you, like, said you didn't really care. Said, I'll watch whatever, man, it doesn't matter what bike it is, dull motorcycles are cool. And then another good portion of you were like, nah, man, 2 cruisers is the way to go, bro. You need to get rid of that Katana. Watch 2 cruisers on your channel, buddy. And then there was, like, a very small portion of people like, dude, that Katana's awesome. You gotta keep that thing forever, man. Nobody does Katana content, which I know, and I don't even really do Katana content. Because as far as YouTube video goes, it's best to niche yourself down into something specific. Like, you don't want to have a channel that you just upload whatever video to. You can, but if you're trying to get subscribers and you're trying to grow, it's not the best way to go about it. Because if your channel doesn't have a focus, YouTube's not going to know who to send it to. It's doing all its background calculations, all its algorithm, whatever. And it's like, when I started this, I just wanted to be like a regular motorcycle channel, right? I didn't really niche down that deep other than motorcycles. But then I started making content about the 750 Shadow, and that's when things just kind of, you know, snowballed from there. So anything I do that doesn't have a Honda Shadow 750 in it doesn't get the clicks. Which the whole point of that little ramble is just explaining to you guys that's why you don't see the Katana on the channel very often. And if we're a Honda Shadow channel and we don't have a Honda Shadow, that's not going to work very good. If the YouTube algorithm knows that Lucky Ace's videos are Honda Shadow videos, and it sends them out to Honda Shadow people, and all of a sudden we're not doing Honda Shadow stuff anymore, it may not correlate. Or whatever the word is, you know what I mean. So either way, I'll probably do nothing. Because honestly, we listed the Katana for sale like a little while ago, and there's been 0 interest. I even went down a little bit in price, and there's still 0 interest. Which honestly, it's probably priced a little bit more than market value. 1, because it is so clean. And 2, because I kind of don't really want to sell it. I mean, I love it for what it is. And it is 100% a solo ride bike. It's like, I'm never going to carry somebody on that. I wouldn't want to put somebody on the back of that thing. Not saying it can't, not saying people don't do it. It's just, that's my comfort level. That's just where I'm at. I will say this. If, for whatever reason, the Katana sells, I'm buying a VTX 1300. And then we're going to bob out the Shadow. Because I want a bike that can carry 2 people, and the 1300 would do that. I mean, the 750 Shadow does it now, but, I mean, not bobbed out, it won't. But I want to maintain at least one solo fun bike, and then a bike that I can carry a passenger on. So, like I said, I got that new bike feeling again, and, you know, it doesn't hurt to look. There's some really clean VTX 1300s and 1800s running around. And at one point on a video I made a long time ago, I guess it was last year, towards the end of last year, I was considering like an Indian Scout or an Indian Scout Bobber, like 1200cc, because it's about the same dimensions as the Shadow 750, just like twice the power. See, that'd be a bike I most likely I'd finance, but we're not doing that because we bought a car earlier this year. The Charger's one heck of a machine, but I mean, if I can go back to having no debt, that'd be fun too. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me ramble around for a little bit. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My head's still all kinds of freaking wacky doodle. If you guys want to hear the mental gymnastics I did last time, when I had this exact same conversation to myself, check out this video right here. And as always, y'all be good. See ya!